Hello, good folks. Welcome to the Dragon's messages for us for the Libra Full Moon. I'm Carol Omar Behan, welcoming you back, welcoming some of you possibly for the first time. It's lovely to gather with you in this magic way that is presented to us on the World Wide Web. So many of you are returning, and before I go into some of the things here on the list I've put together, a wonderful thank you to those who have not only tuned in, whether it be Substack or YouTube, but have kindly offered comments, feedback, uh, a number of really wonderful sharings about your own connections with dragons, magical stories, wonderful stories, and the community page, which is on YouTube, livelier all the time. And just this past week, a wish to all of you on, oh yeah, cat assistant. Anyway, yes, that's Freya. So I'm hoping she won't try to, oh, she's going to peek over the keyboard at me here now, or over the screen. So you might see her again leaping onto the bed that's behind me. Okay, so an appearance of the cat assistant and a little distraction, but the community page saying to at least my post, a number of you are making comments, but feel free to offer a post as well. It's open to especially YouTube subscribers. And it was to wish us all well, those who were choosing to take part in Saturday's No Kings gatherings, protests, rallies. Magnificent 9 million people. That is the legitimate count. Any number beyond that who observed, who sent good wishes, who couldn't be there in person, all of that quite extraordinary. So a thank you. A thank you for that, whatever part in that you played. And we go on in the effort to bring justice, to bring an end to anything that is of the authoritarian bent of the, well, I don't have to elaborate on it. If you took part, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking to. And what I said in the note a couple of days ahead was the dragons of ourselves and certainly others were very, very much with us that day as they have returned to help us in this transformational time in which we live, which we showed up for in these lives to take part. The fact that here we are on the verge of the Libra full moon, and I think I just mentioned it is March the 30th, the Libra full moon. Oh, I think I need to back up to say just a reminder. Thank you very much for once you've watched or seen part of it or whatever, and if it resonates with you on the YouTube viewing, on the Substack viewing, if you would kindly tick that little like or heart, it helps these messages, these videos, simply go out to more people and find those who are seeking them in the way that they are. So thank you very much for being a part of that. Um, and so let's see if my train of thought wants to get back together. The dragons on Saturday, the dragons here. Okay, the Libra full moon. The prior video was for the equinox. Last week I was off doing and busy with other things, so the video, sometimes they definitely have been weekly for a long while now. Last week was a bit of a break in that. And so here I am in the Libra full moon's energy. I should say the dragons are here. And the significance following that of the equinox and the Pisces new moon with which that was associated it was of course, the beginning of the cycle of the Zodiac, the astrological year, and it's a huge initiation point in the start of this new cycle beginning with Aries. What we have here in this full moon is the first lunation of the moon, starting with the Pisces new moon onto what is now the fullness and bringing the energies of the seed planting of that Pisces new moon and the beginning of this tremendous cycle of the astrological year into this huge influx of lunar light. And for the greater number of us within these coming to these videos, we are northern hemisphere part of the we are in the northern hemisphere, and the light is growing. Spectacular light on this afternoon in this, and the windows open. The cats are sitting around on the windowsills, enjoying the warmth as I certainly am sitting here talking with you. So it's a week full of light. And as I sometimes do when I'll be coming up to sit down with materials in front of the magic screen that records this, a word presents itself. And this time it was initiatory. Not necessarily initiation, that's a different thing, but it is an initiatory time. We are launching into this new cycle. It is an opportunity to take hold of those things that have been coming to us as work we wish to do, projects we wish to be involved in, changes we wish to see. And we are given this kind of push, this initiatory push to step forward and start the work that is a part of this effort. Knowing that we have dragons to assist us, knowing that we have our guides, and um, on we go into this year. It's exciting. I feel that way too about what happened on Saturday, in that there's been a whole year of this, but it's leveled up to even more. The goal of what these rallies and gatherings have been is getting closer and closer and closer. So the energy is exponentially expanding for that, expanding for what it is we are up to in our own time, in our own journeys, and in the time we have on our own path, our own path. Joseph Campbell said, though, just to keep this kind of clear, so there it is, a new goal, or a goal you have for this new whole cycle of the year. We have spring, we have seed planting, we have growth happening, and we are headed out. We're working in the garden of our lives of this year. Joseph Campbell said, if the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. So there you go. Hardly any of us have a clear path ahead of us, and it's awaiting you. I hope that the beginning of it has shown itself to you as we move into these transformational times. Reminded that as we are in the year of the fire horse, and the energy that is carrying us, that is, it's not an out of control energy, but it's hugely powerful. Hugely powerful. And as a numeral, 2026 resolves to one. It's the beginning, it's the initiation year, it's the new start of something, of a whole cycle. And last but not least, some astrology is this huge, unprecedented number of planets that are in Aries. If you would like to know more of those particulars, I recommend Pam Gregory and Heather Ensworth. Astrology for sure, but also beyond that, if some of that becomes a little bit too much gobbledygook in terms of I don't really know what it is they're talking about, she's talking about. There's much more in there as well. The trends and the insights into what is awaiting us, what is coming our way. I'll put their names in the detail list below. You will also find Val Young, who is the inspiration and the creator, inspiration behind and the creator of these tremendous dragon cards that are the underlying reason this all of these videos have come out, because a message is coming through one of the 96 of them to help guide you in the time frame that the video is directed to. I will put again her her link to her website below, and you will see a reminder, but I'll just mention it briefly, that she is now beyond the cards making available through PDF, and it works beautifully. Another aspect of this dragon and dragon fun, if you ask me, and guidance through something called the Garden of the Heart. And this is not the mandala of it, which you'll see through the link, but the Garden of the Heart is a way for each of us to go within and discover more of the wisdom and direction that the dragons have to offer us. So that will be there, and I'm indebted to her for all she has done prior to the dragons saying, Carol, would you just kind of sit down, get a card or two, and see what some information might be there to share with people who watch your videos. So it's on this beautiful path that I am on with all of them. The dragon card that wanted to come forward today, and we'll see what, no, I will include a second one too. It's a single card today for this time of light. So that, to me, is a big part of this whole week. It may well be a week with the light or the full moon being for me in its fullness on the afternoon of April 1st, Eastern time here in the US. But working with the energy, with the lunar energies of the full moon, the day before and the day following, equal amounts of lunar energy present themselves. And don't forget to take your crystals and put them out to have a cleansing and reactivation under the full moon of one of those nights and one of those days. Even if it's cloudy, Grandmother Moon's lunar energies come forth. We have a lovely dragon. I'm not even sure I've seen it in, because there's so many of them. I haven't met all of them. But this one is just a delight, and she is the dragon of light. So I've been working with her a little bit this afternoon, and I offer this message of hers to you. I am the baby dragon of light, and I appear in the most surprising places. I was born out of all the elements, the sun and the clouds, the wind and the rain, and earth breathed her awareness into me, and the moon blessed me. I am growing in size and intensity of light. You may see or sense me as a dart of light, a shimmer, or as a feeling of delight when you seem to be doing nothing. At that moment, life becomes lighter and more magical, and you become more aware of the glory of all. My name is Oberon, but my mother calls me Cutie Pie, and the pie symbol follows Cutie Pie. So Oberon with this wonderful message. I feel in particular, if you're someone who is just getting started with dragons, curiosity wise, having a sense that a dragon might be looking to work with you, which they are, trust me, so that is true. This is a wonderful one. I'm getting goosebumps to start with, to take some time with a screenshot or simply, just pausing and seeing more of what the image holds and inviting Oberon to be more in touch with you. It is a time for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, and I want to acknowledge the several of you who've left comments who are seeing these as the World Wide Web makes possible in the Southern Hemisphere. I've gotten some comments. I've gotten a comment from someone in New Zealand and a wonderful person in Australia, both. And thank you very much, because you are moving out of the light of the year. And some of this will be not quite in the application that it is for those of us here in the Northern Hemisphere. A long winter. For some of the videos prior, you were more than aware that outside the window, the snow dragon Jinsa was very, very much in kind of control of what was going on out there. Jinsa has pretty much completely departed, with a little bit of snow now and then that happens. In our spring up here in upstate New York, definitely snow can happen off and on all the way into May. Another story for another day. But it is an opportunity to finally get out of the house and enjoy the wonderful land. The green world is the green fire is beginning to rekindle, coming into illumination, really, as an element of light and all of that. So it's just wonderful to be out of the house and begin to go outside and enjoy more of that, planting in our gardens and such. This card, which I believe I showed a couple weeks ago, is from another oracle deck. And I'm going to take time today. This is a card with a message from the fairies. And it very much has been kind of hanging around, but this was the week that it was suggested. And again, here we are, the elemental energies more and more available to us as we go out and be able to be in the world of nature more directly. The fairies would like to give you a message and some guidance themselves. So here is that to end this video with. Stephen Farmer, I hope I said his name again. Or I'm saying it again. I will put his information below. I believe it's an oracle deck, still very much available. The fairies offer us this message. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. Now, that's another narrative. Anyway, the fairies are speaking. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation. But more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space, and I would suggest even an urban place where you have a park that you can go and visit, or a suburban place with just a tiny little place out back, whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, as I am privileged to have, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something, and all of us can get a pot and put dirt in it and plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being. So treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. I'm about ready to put a few seeds in pots in the house. It's too early to put much outside because of frost that lingers on too many nights, but I will be getting my hands in that dirt, maybe cleaning up my vegetable garden or some of my flower beds, possibly even after I finish this video today. So it's a time of such initiation, of initiatory invitation to initiate what it is we're headed for in this still very brand new and promising and exciting year. So as you go forward in this week, before the dragons and I return with other messages, all wish you well. Many, many wishes from the elementals of Light Spring Glen, and much from me as well. So take good care as we move forward into the light of the Libra full moon. May you be blessed mightily with Grandmother Moon's energies in this week. So for now, take good care. Much love to all from me, my dragons, and all of the magical ones here at Light Spring Glen. Bye for now.